Hello everyone. My name is Carson. For those who don't know me, I'm a professional makeup artist and a clean beauty enthusiast, and I'm here on YouTube to help you figure out what's what in clean beauty. And today I am doing a full face of Ilia. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a full tutorial on the makeup you see before you on this face. And then I'm going to do a full review of every single product I have from Ilia, plus swatches. Everything I have on my face and everything I talk about is listed in the description. And when you purchase through those links, you support me and my channel to thrive in these tumultuous times. And I thank you so much for your support. Everyone that uses my links to shop, it means the absolute world to me, so thank you. I do have an affiliate link for iliabeauty.com where you can buy everything I'm talking about, and Sephora, other clean beauty stores, and those are also all linked down below if you just want to go straight to the store. I made a full face of Ilia video about a year ago, and I decided it's a bit outdated, it's not the same quality that I do today, and so I reached out to Ilia and they sent me these products. So thank you so much to Ilia for supplying these products. Ilia sent me these products knowing I was going to make a video, but there is no agreement beyond that. Everything I say in this video is my honest, genuine opinion of Ilia. So I'm excited to give you the full tea on Ilia. I've been using their products for over a year. With that said, thank you to Ilia. Thank you all for being here. Let's hop into this video and I hope you enjoy it. The first product I'm gonna pull out is the Ilia True Skin Priming Serum. You gotta shake it up before use. This is the case with most things, especially clean beauty things. It's this beautiful clear liquid that blends into the skin really quickly and it leaves this beautiful sheen, and I do find that it helps foundation adhere better. My mother swears by this serum. She loves it. So I'm just gonna take it into my fingers. I guess do like half of a dropper full. You don't need that much. And just apply it straight on my face. I already have SPF on. My skin right now is actually doing very badly because it's had a horrible reaction to retinoid use. So this will be a testament to just how good this foundation is. I'm gonna go in with the True Skin Serum Foundation in the color SF3 Texel. I'm going to take it with my finger and then plop it onto my face. And then I'll blend it out with the Beauty Blender. And I have to say that the combination of the serum and the foundation is really well constructed. I really like how they formulated this. I think they work really well together. And you definitely can go in with your fingers. You don't need to use a beauty blender. I just think that this gives a really flawless finish with good coverage, and I don't get it all over my hands when I do it this way. I would say this foundation is a medium buildable coverage. It's certainly not a mask, but it definitely covers up imperfections in the face. I actually think that a pump and a half would be the perfect amount for me right now with the way my skin is. And to be honest, I'm not really gonna blend down my neck because I'm really just demonstrating this for you right now. I'm not going anywhere. And you can see how beautifully this blends out, how my skin looks really glowy. And that glow is coming from the primer. This foundation on its own definitely dries down to a natural finish. So it's not too dewy and it's not too matte. It's definitely a skin finish. A foundation that is great for all skin types. And if I had it my way, this would be my main foundation in my kit because I know it can work on basically everyone. And Katie Deno has said the same. So this is what a pump and a half is looking like on my face. And something that this foundation does really well is cover the pores. If you're oily, go in with that mattifying primer and know that this foundation on top is gonna do you right. I'm gonna go in with their concealer. This is the True Skin Serum Concealer in the color Yucca. And I'm gonna put it right where I need it. And if you want to get the most coverage out of this concealer, I would take a beauty blender and just go like this. Do not swipe, just pat, and you're gonna get a lot of coverage that way. This is one of my favorite concealers, hands down. I think it's an absolutely beautiful formula. I do think they need to come out with more shades because they don't really have my perfect shade. There definitely should be a shade between Yucca and Chicory. But look how beautiful that's looking right now. Like, it's a stunning concealer. It doesn't pick up dry spots. I think something that's a theme with Ilia complexion products is that they really do dry down. What that means is that the concealer doesn't stay tacky. It really dries down and it sets on its own, and it's pretty full coverage. It's a very elegant formula and I'm a huge fan of it. So now that you've seen the application of the serum, foundation, and concealer, stick to the end if you want to hear my thoughts more on the other type of foundation they offer. I do have a dedicated video on this, so you can check it out right there. Let's do some cheek. I'm going to take the color Cheek to Cheek in their multi-use stick, and I'm going to take it straight from the component in straight onto my face. It's this stunning corally orangey blush. It blends out so seamlessly. And then I'll take my beauty blender, go around the edge of that. So pretty. I love that so much. I'm actually gonna go one more time. What's nice about this multi-stick is that it has this beautiful luminosity to it. You can see that. And of course I have a pimple in like the worst possible place because it's at the corner of my blush. So I'm gonna go back with my concealer and touch it up just the littlest bit. So that's looking pretty cute. Obviously I could keep going with the blush, but I'm gonna leave it there for now. I'm gonna go in with the Ilia Brow Gel in the shade Medium. It has this really interesting wand brushing up really lightly. It applies a lot of product, so you're gonna wanna be careful when applying it. You're gonna wanna have a spoolie on hand. If you like big feathery brows, this brow gel accomplishes that in 2 seconds. It's very quick. I'm gonna go in now with the Ilia Nightlight Bronzing Powder in the color Drawn In. The way that I like to apply bronzer is I push my hair back, I go into the hairline, and I sort of pat the pigment in. I go along my cheeks, and then I also take it under my jawline and I blend down. So it's all about that gradual bronze, nothing over the top and crazy, but I just don't want that line of demarcation. I go on my ears as well. I get so lazy about applying bronzer, but it really does make such a difference when I use it. But come on, like, more expensive, right? That's the vibe we're getting. Great. Ilia Daylite Highlighting Powder in the color Decades. Watch it in action. Ready? Yeah, it's so well formulated. I'm really, truly in love with this. Like, come on. It's the kind of highlighter that's just really chic. So I'm gonna take this big old brush, I'm gonna dip it in the bronzer, and I'm gonna like squish it down with my fingers and make it fit onto my eyelid. I've met this painter before that paints these huge paintings with really fine detail. And the way that he paints is he uses one big painter's brush and he'll mold it with his hands to make it fit the way he wants. And he does even line detail work like that. So I don't know, I'm thinking about that right now. And honestly, it's working. And the thing with bronzer is that it blends out more easily because it's not focused on heavy pigmentation. So you can get this really nice wash of color. Now I'm going to take the highlighter again and just put it in my inner tear duct. I'm going to take the Ilia Beauty eyeliner in Dusk. This is their gel liner. And I'm going to line my lower lash line with this. I haven't done this in a minute. I'm just going to take my pinky finger and I'm going to smudge that bottom lash line. I got a little pencil brush and I'm going to dip it into the bronzer and just get underneath my eye with that, blend it out. I'm making like a really beautiful smoky eye right now. Now I'm going to go in with the mascara, a longtime favorite, and I highly recommend it if you haven't tried it yet. It keeps them separated, but fuller, thicker, and longer at the same time. Like, it does everything I want a mascara to do. I also get very minimal mess ups with this mascara. Last but not least, I'm doing lips, and I've been wearing it this whole time. It's the color Blossom Lady in the lip conditioner. And you know what I totally forgot to use? The liquid highlighter. I'm gonna go in with Atomic. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you have the option of using your fingers or a beauty blender. Because I have this base laid down, I'm gonna go on top of the beauty blender. And now my cheeks can be seen from the International Space Station. Hi everyone, we're going to go over everything I have from Ilia, starting with the priming serum. I think that it helps foundations stay longer. I think it works really beautifully with the foundation. My mother lives and breathe this primer. She always has to use it every day, and she uses all kinds of foundations. So from her anecdotal experience, it seems like this plays really well with all kinds of formulas. I say try this out, especially considering that there's really not that many clean beauty primers on the market. Now let's talk foundations. They have the True Skin Serum Foundation, which I put on today, and they have the Super Skin Tint SPF 40 foundation. And what I will say quickly about this is that this is one of my favorite formulas of all time. It blends into the skin beautifully. It's so easy to use. Your skin can be dry, and this will just give it some life. It's gonna give it some glow. It's gonna give it a really beautiful medium buildable coverage, and it has the SPF 40, which is a nice addition. However, I do recommend going on with a base of SPF and then this on top. Don't let this be your only SPF that you use. The downside to this product is the packaging. It is this dropper bottle that leaks. Look at it, it's a mess. It's a total mess. I've had to consistently clean it throughout use, and I used up this bottle really quickly because it did explode at one point. I've never used a foundation so quickly in my life, and so that's the biggest downside to this product. Now talking about the Ilia True Skin Serum Foundation. So these are the swatches of Texel and Tavarua. Texel's right here. It's a little bit pinker, and Tavarua is definitely more of a golden tone. I probably should have used Tavarua. What was I thinking? I think it's such a great classic foundation that most people are going to absolutely fall in love with. It dries down on the skin. It has great wearability. It doesn't pick up dry patches. And it also is so compatible with all kinds of primers and bases. You could mix the liquid highlighter into this for more of a glow finish, but it does have that really beautiful natural finish, not too matte, not too glowy. So I think it's just a crowd pleaser. The Ilia concealer is one of my longtime baby loves. I've gone through a few tubes of these. It's a good moisturizing formula that's full coverage, sets down, does everything you want a concealer to do. It's not matte. It has a beautiful skin-like finish. I just highly recommend it. I think Ilia kills it with complexion. Let's talk liquid highlighters. These are beautiful. I've had this one for about a year. I'd say I'm 3/4 of the way through it. Beautiful. It's such a gorgeous formula because you can mix it into foundations if you want more of a glowy finish, but you also can just put it on your cheek and it's gonna dry down and it's gonna stay. So it's just my favorite liquid highlighter. I can't think of another one off the top of my head that is clean and performs the way that this one performs. It's just top of the line stuff. Nova is like an old time favorite of mine because it has more of that golden undertone. Atomic is pink, but it comes off really beautiful on the skin. I thought I wouldn't like this as much, but I've been loving it. It's gorgeous. I highly recommend it. What can I say? Let's talk their most recent releases, which is the highlighter and the bronzer. I think the bronzer is gorgeous. It blends out so easily. It's very beginner friendly. So the thing with the bronzer is that it only comes in 2 shades. It's not extremely inclusive. I really do think that Ilia should have come out with at least 3 shades. And I truly would like to see a clean beauty brand come out with some really deep bronzers, and I do have high hopes for Ilia because they did hire a color consultant and they are going to be doing a good refurbishment of their color options. The highlighter is actually truly my favorite clean beauty highlighter. I don't know anything that operates the same way this one does. I mean, my cheek is insane right now, but when you use this on its own, like you saw me demonstrate, it's this stunning skin-like glow from within look, and that's the kind of highlighter we want. Now we're gonna talk blushes. I've talked about the color hazes in depth. I love the color hazes because they smell like vanilla. They smell so good. I think they're best for days when you're not wearing too much on your face because you really do need to blend them out with your finger. They're not really a patting motion type of thing. They're really more of something that you like press on your cheeks in 2 seconds and you're out the door. You also can throw them on your lids, you can throw them on your lips if you want, but they give your skin this really gorgeous flush. They're easy to blend out, they dry down and they stay. They're a classic that's been in my collection for years now. Look how much I've gone through my before today. Can you see that? It's like down to the last driplets of it. bit, but you don't need very much. You need the smallest amount. The other thing I really like about these is that they're very sanitary. If you have acne and you're really concerned with being as sanitary as possible, this is gonna be the ticket item for you. Their multi-use sticks are something that I'm newer to. They're exactly what you want them to be. They are a stick of pigment, and stick blushes are some of my favorite products because they're so easy to use. These have great pigmentation, they blend out. They have this nice soft glow to them. It's not overpowering, it's just that healthy glow that you want from a cream blush, so I really appreciate that. And I do really recommend these, especially since they have some beautiful color options. Moving to the Essential Brow, I like this. I don't really grab it that often because it does dispense a lot of product, and I think this color is a little bit dark for me. I think the concept is nice, but it's just a lot of eyebrow product. If you're someone that really likes fluffy, full brows, you might love this. I do not think this is super stronghold, so that's something else to keep in mind, but it does give a beautiful finish to the brow, and it helps you get feathery, fluffy brows in a hot second. Let's talk eyeliners. I just demonstrated the brown gel liner for you. I think it's incredible. It's staying in my waterline so well. It does dry down and it does stay. Ilia is very conscious of that. They want to bring you products that you can rely on, because ideally, if you're trying out new clean products, you want them to be as reliable as your mainstream conventional product. What's nice about it is you can apply it, get a nice little smudge, and then it'll dry down and stay in place where you want it. And that's ideally what I look for in a gel liner. Let's talk liquid liner. This liner is a felt tip liner packed with pigment. It dries down beautifully. Look, I'm not someone that uses liquid liner all that much, but just from swatching this, and I did test it on my lash line, it stays, it applies really well. I think it's everything you could want in an eyeliner. If you're someone that's looking to switch over to a clean option, this is one I've recommended in the past, and it's one that I will continue to recommend in the future because I just think that it's good. It's really good. I don't know what more I could ask from it. Yeah, it's so nice. Honestly, it's like packed full of pigment. It's so nice. And then for lips, I'm wearing the lip conditioner in Blossom Lady. I think it's really such a beautiful color, very hydrating. Honestly, my favorite lip products have a slight bit of vanilla to them. Nothing too sweet, but just something, because I look forward to that when I apply my lip products. So this one doesn't have any perceptible scent to it. It's probably gonna keep me from using it as much as some of my other products. That's just sort of the name of the game. If you like this color, if you want a conditioning lip product and you don't care about the scent, then I think this is an absolutely beautiful product. With all that said, I'm absolutely exhausted. I don't even know what else to say. I'm so tired. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you like anything I talked about, everything can be purchased at iliabeauty.com. Everything is listed out in my description. You can also purchase Ilia products at Sephora and Credo and a few other clean beauty stores. Those are all linked below as well. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day. I will see you in the next video. Bye!